What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of my CD recap. This is your boy Reg in the building. So last time we finished up this shelf right here. Now we're gonna go do this part. My goal is to do these albums and probably stop until when I get to the Prince section and stuff like that. That's my goal. But if I get too tired or if I just get kind of drowsy and stuff like that, or hell, if my phone just gets a bit battery low and stuff like that, because I'm just letting y'all know I am recording this for my phone, then I might just say fuck it, I'm just gonna have it ended off early and stuff. I really did not expect to actually be done with this, well, half of the CD collection by this point and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been kind of fun, honestly. So let's get this shit started. So we're gonna go into the M's, early M's. We got Masta Ace with Disposable Arts. This album came out in 2001. Yeah, this is a very good album in my opinion. One of his excuse me. One of his best albums he's came out with and stuff like that. This is actually a 2013 reissue and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? This album has songs like Block Episode, Hold You, Enough. It has the high and mighty diss track Acknowledge, which is very underrated if you ask me. And stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? This album to me, one of his best. This album came out 6 years after Sitting on Chrome and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Cause around that time he had gotten a disease, and I want to say it was multiple sclerosis. That's what they say he got and stuff. So yeah, he came back and it was like a return to form. I definitely got to do a review on the post 95 Masta Ace albums and stuff like that too. So yeah. Then we have Masta Ace. I call it a collab album. It's pretty much a collab between him and MF Doom, but people sometimes want to list this as a solo record. This one is Son of Yvonne. This came out in 2013. A very dope record in my opinion. I'm slightly disappointed because of the fact, like, for MF Doom beats, they kind of used some older MF Doom beats. Like, if you familiar with like the Special Herbs compilations, a lot of those productions came from those compilations and shit too. You know what I'm saying? You have songs like 1970 something, Son of Yvonne, Think I Am with Kane and MF Doom. You know what I'm saying? Son of Yvonne is just a tribute to Masta Ace's mom and stuff like that too. So yeah. Then we have Master P, The Ghetto's Trying to Kill Me. This album came out in 1994. What I'm holding is a 1997 reissue and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? Master P, he's not really like one of the best lyricists and stuff like that, but he is entertaining as fuck. This album, in my personal opinion, is one of my favorites he's ever came out with. The reason why it's in 1990s they reissued this album was because like the OG had songs like from like other No Limit cats and stuff like that, but like King George and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So you had to take them off. And so you added some like bonus tracks, but yeah, this album has songs like Player Haters, the title track, and stuff like that, Late Night Creepin'. This is that early No Limits. Like my favorite years from No Limit is 94 to maybe like 97, 98 and stuff like that. But they were pretty much dropping quality all the way up into 2000. You know what I'm saying? So, but those 94, 98 are my favorite years. Then we got The Ice Cream Man. This album came out in 96. This came out 1 year after 99 Ways to Die, which I do need that record. Very, very, very dope record in my opinion. This is actually my favorite Master P album. It has songs like Mr. Ice Cream Man, Break 'em Off Something, Player from Around the Way, No More Tears, Bad About It Too. You know what I'm saying? This album right here, that's definitely some of his best shit. Then we have MP The Last Dawn. This album came out in 1998. Pretty good album right here and stuff, you know. Probably the last good Master P album. You have songs like Rockabye Haters, Family Bitches, Ghetto Love. You know, shit. Then we have Maxwell with Urban Hang Suite. This album came out in 1996. Oh yeah, this is a neo soul classic right here. Neo soul classic. You know what I'm saying? This is known for songs like Something Something, Welcome, Dance With Me, Till the Cops Come Knocking. All my Film March fans should know about that track. You know what I'm saying? This one right here is a pretty good album. One of my favorite neo soul albums to date. You know, he had the dudes from Shadow like Stuart Stewartman, you know, doing some shit on this record too. So yeah, I love it. Then we have Curtis Mayfield with the Superfly soundtrack. Very dope album. It's the R&B funk classic, you know what I'm saying? Stick to the first Superfly. Don't watch the reboot. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Ronald Neal Superfly. I love songs like Pusha Man, Freddie's Dead, Eddie, You Should Have Known Better. One of my favorite tracks that no one really talks about is No Thing on Me, aka the Cocaine song. I love that, you know, that beginning with the fucking harps and stuff like that. So yeah, this was a very good record and shit. Alright, sorry about that. Now we have Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. This is actually a compilation of their slow jams. This came out in 1998. I currently don't really have any Maze featuring Frankie Beverly albums and stuff like that too. I got a few compilations from them. I want to give a shout out to my homeboy fucking Kima. He hooked me up with like a CD lot back in 2014. Homeboy Kima from Philadelphia. Salute. Yeah, but for a compilation greatest hits, this actually is not that bad of a collection. You know, he has all the good slow tracks that he came with. I Want to Thank You. I love that track. Never Let You Down. Happy Feelings. Family. Yeah, man. Y'all check out the Maze featuring Frankie Beverly discography breakdown we did like around I want to say February. We did that shit. Now I'm gonna go to the West Coast with my boy MC8. This is MC8. You know, or you can say MC8 featuring Compton's Most Wanted, We Come Strapped. This album came out in 1994. You know, this album is pretty much MC8, you know, doing his solo thing. Well, you can pretty much say he was unofficially kind of solo when he did the Music to Drive By album, but he still put the Compton's Most Wanted name. He still put the Compton's Most Wanted name and stuff like that. So, you know, of course, you know, Chill and everybody else can get some money. Stuff like that too. Yeah, this is a very, very, very dope record. To me, gangster rap classic in my opinion. This was known for songs like All for the Money, which that was actually my introduction to MC8. We Come Strapped, Can I Still Kill It? You know what I'm saying? I fucking love this record. I need to get my hands on like some of the other ones like Death Threats, Last Man Standing, but I've seen Last Man Standing in stores in recent times, so probably if I see it again, I might pick it up if it's a good copy. So y'all gonna laugh at me for this, but I don't give a fuck. I got MC Hammer with Let's Get It Started. This is actually his first major label album. This is actually a redone version of this 87. I think it's 87. I was called like Feel the Fire. It was called something like Feel This and stuff like that too. I'm not gonna lie, this actually has some good shit though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the biggest Hammer fan, but some stuff from Hammer I do kind of like. You know, I like the song Let's Get It Started. Yes, They Put Me in the Mix. That's what I said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, definitely gotta check this shit out. Now we got probably his most popular album, Please Hammer Don't Hurt Him. Yeah, I got this album in the CD lot. That's why I don't have the case for it, but Like I said, I'm trying to make some room. That's why I had to put some CDs in some empty cases and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? This album came out in 1990. Yo, this album, I'm not gonna lie, this album was a pretty good record and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everyone knows You Can't Touch This. That's a nice little fucking party track. A lot of people have kind of said that really got them into hip hop and stuff like that too. But no, this album has some other good songs. Like I like Pray. I like Here Comes the Hammer. I like fucking Help the Children was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a very, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a very solid album. If you like pop rap and you know what you're gonna get into, I would definitely get that out. I'm not gonna hold you. And then we got MC Lyte, Act Like You Know. This album came out in 1991. Not even gonna hold you guys. When I first heard this record, it's actually, I didn't really care for it too much because it was just like, it wasn't really the MC Lyte I was used to and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Because I was used to like the fucking cha cha cha, the I Cramp to Understand You, that MC Lyte. But with this one, she kind of went for that more I'm sorry. See, there I go yawning and shit. But when I re-listened to this album, I gotta say, like, she actually had DJ Mark, the 45 King. And if you guys know your hip hop history, 45, he did some shit with Latifah, which explains everything and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? But re-listening to this album now, I'm not gonna hold you. It's still not among my favorites, but I don't dislike it as much as I did years ago. I love songs like Eyes on the Soul. Of course, it has some of my favorite light songs like Poor Georgie. I mean, everyone loves that fucking track right there, Fucking fire. Can You Dig It? You know what I'm saying? This was actually a pretty straight album. But then she rebounded with the Ain't No Other album. This album came out in 1993. Very, very, very dope record. In my opinion, this album came out like when, the whole Death Row Syndrome, everybody definitely had to go hardcore to the Zen and stuff too. Like she had a song Roughneck on this record and stuff like that too, which that actually got her a Grammy nod and stuff too. I love songs like I Go On, That's My Joint, Can I Get Some Dap, Steady Fucking, where she went after Roxy and Shantae. Then we got MC Ren, Kiss My Black Ass EP. This came out in 1992. Very dope record right here. This is actually a very underrated EP. It came out the same year as, Chronic and Predator, so I kind of felt like I got overshadowed by that. You know what I'm saying? I looked The Final Frontier right up my alley. Because the story with this EP, his album was originally supposed to have been called Life Sentence, but he had converted to Islam, so he kind of had to rework some of the album for Shock of the Hour, where he had to add some like Islamic songs and stuff, which I need to get my hands on some MC. I'm slipping when it comes to that department. That's why I haven't really done like any MC Ren reviews, but if I could get at least Shock of the Hour and the Villain Is Back from '96, I can definitely start coverage on that. Then we got Brian McKnight with Anytime. This album came out in 1999. Probably my favorite Brian McKnight album and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? This is like some of the smoothest R&B, you know what I'm saying? Songs like Anything, that was a big joint right there too, so yeah. Now we got to Metallica, Master of Puppets. This album came out in 1986. Very, very, very dope record right here. In my opinion, this might be my favorite Metallica album next to Ride the Lightning. Yes, I love those albums more than the Black Album. This was the last album we had with Cliff Burton, rest in peace. Yeah, songs like Orion Instrumental, the title track, Welcome Home was dope. Love. Alright, now we have Metallica, the Black Album. Yeah, this album came out in 1991. Very, very, very good record right here. This is probably their last great album in my opinion. This is known for songs like Enter Sandman, which is actually my favorite track of this album, Holier Than Thou, Wherever I May Roam. I mean, this is, he had Bob Rock, which I kind of felt like he was a blessing and a curse. Cause I kind of felt like, with Bob Rock, he kind of started like having fucking James Hetfield singing some kind of weird way and stuff like that. Like, listen to the albums before this one, you don't know what I'm talking about. And even some of the production after this album was not really that good when it came to like the Load, Reload, hell, even Saint Anger, which is trash. Then we got fucking Method Man with Tikal. This album came out in 1994 on Def Jam. Very dope album. One of my favorite when it comes to the Wu solo albums. An album I kind of feel like gets kind of shitted on in my opinion. This is known for songs like All I Need, Tikal, PLO style. You know what I'm saying? Because fans, they like to say that Tikal didn't sound like 36 Chambers, which that was the key of that, in my opinion, because with Tikal, it definitely had that more basement, dirty, filtered kind of sound and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? But that's actually my second favorite Meth album, if you ask me. Well, it goes back and forth. It goes back and forth, honestly, with this one. This is Tikal 2000. This album came out in 1998. Very dope record. Flow-wise, rapping-wise, he was more sharper and stuff like that, too. You definitely had songs like, Retro Godfather, Perfect World, Sweet Love. Retro Godfather is actually my favorite track. I love that record. My only gripe with this record was way too many skits. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a quality-ass record right here. Then we have Tikal Zero, the prequel. This album came out in 2004. His worst album, if you ask me. I don't really like anything from this album. Like, the What's Happening with Busta was okay, but yeah. This is when they wanted him to do more of that commercial shit. Then we got Method Man and the I'll Be There For You single. I only got this because really it only had for the Razor Sharp mix. The Puff Daddy mix was okay. I didn't really care for that mix too much, but the Razor Sharp mix I felt like was very unique. Like that, the beat definitely fit the album more. I wish that version was also on the album, but I like the original version as well. Then we got Method Man and Redman with Blackout. Fucking fire album. This is a hip hop classic right here. You know what I'm saying? This is known for songs like The Walk Wilder, fucking Four Seasons, Run for Cover, and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, this whole album was fucking quality. I need to get my hands on Blackout too. And then we got the Method Man and Redman single for How High. And again, very, very dope. I mostly got this just for, of course, that LP version and stuff like that too. The remix was cool too, but yeah. Every time I hear that Silver Connection sample, it just always is a unique. Then we got the late, great MF Doom, Operation Doomsday, that came out in 1999. Very, very good album and stuff like that. I want to get the one with the original. I hate this fucking cover. I think when they reissued this album, the original artist wanted to sue and stuff. I forgot why, actually, but hey, Rhymes Like Dimes, Hey, Gas Jaws, he was working on this one with MF Grimm. They had a falling out right after this because, Grimm felt like Doom wasn't giving him proper credit and shit like that, And you had his second album as MF Doom, which was Food. And the reason why I say second, because, we went by the Victor Vaughn Alliance. He went by different alliance and stuff like that. And I know he dropped an EP with Grimm too. Very good album. Again, you have very... This came out during probably the year I felt like Doom was definitely at his most prolific, because at the same time he dropped Mad Villain, and then he was also working on The Danger and the Doom at that time too. This album has songs like Whole Cakes, Pot Holders, fucking Con Carne. Very good album. Then we have George Michael with fucking Listen Without Prejudice, Volume 1. Shout out to Ashley for this one right here. This album came out in 1990. Very good album. This actually, I'm gonna be real, this actually might be my favorite George Michael album. I love Faith. Nothing against Faith, but I felt like artistically, he definitely was on one with this one. Praying for Time. That song right there, again, maybe my favorite George Michael song. You know what I'm saying? He had the Stevie Wonder cover of "They Won't Go When I Go." Of course, he had songs like "Freedom." That was like a big song back in 1990. He was supposed to have came out with Volume 2, but around in early 90s, he had gotten into it with his label, which he didn't really release as much music as he really wanted to and stuff like that too, which I'm going to save that story for when I do this album. They have Miss Chalet with fucking her self-titled from 89. Very, very, very dope record. This album was around the time when NWA was killing it and stuff like that too. Miss Chalet, she's a girl with like the very squeaky voice, but sings, her singing voice is like amazing. Whew. Yeah, I might just do all this shit. I'll save the back half for another time because, like I said, I'm yawning already and shit. So you all know what that means. Yeah, man. Something in the Heart. That's my fucking joint. You know what I'm saying? No More Lies was good. Silly Love Song was cool too. Yeah, I never get to talk about this record one day. Then we have Mint Condition. Meant to Be Mint. This came out in 1991. Cool, very cool record right here. Breaking My Heart, Pretty Brown Eyes. I mean, that's an iconic song right there. You know what I'm saying? Here We Go Again. Forever in Your Eyes. This was a good record, but they were still trying to find their sound. They were experimenting with a bit of New Jack Swing on this record, which not a bad thing, but hey. Then we have From the Mint Factory. This came out in 1993. Very dope records. Actually, my favorite album from them. This had all the bangers like Devotion, Someone to Love. You Send Me Swinging. Very dope instrumentation on that one. So fine. Yeah, man. Very dope record. Now we have Definition of a Band. This came out in 96. Again, not a bad record. I like this one. I'm going to get some flack for this, but I'm so tired of What Kind of Man Would I Be? I like it. I'm just so burnt out from that record right there. You know what I'm saying? You Don't Have to Hurt No More was dope. Let Me Be the One. On and on. I mean, I love this. Is R&B, man. This is right here is R&B. Then we have Mobb Deep, The Infamous. I don't have to tell y'all what I feel like about this album, man. This album is a fucking classic. Queensbridge at its finest, songs like Chick Ones, Temperatures Rising, Up North Trip. Y'all show. Then we have Hell on Earth. This album came out in 1996. This actually only... shit. This is actually the only Mobb Deep album where you had like Havoc doing literally all the beats and stuff like that too. This was known for songs like Extortion. What's that one fucking joint? Man Down. G.O.D. Part 3 and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And I had this album for years. I just never actually had a case and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Then we have Murder Music that came out in 1999. Very, very, very good record right here too. Again, this album right here, was known for songs like Quiet Storm. The remix with Lil' Kim was, man, Kim did a fucking thing. That might be her best verse she's ever put on wax and shit. You know what I'm saying? Where You're From, The Realest, It's Mine. I mean, pretty good record. Pharoah Monch, Internal Affairs. This album came out in 1999. Very, very dope record and stuff like that too. This is actually my favorite Pharoah Monch album. This is known for songs like Queens, Behind Closed Doors, Rape, No Mercy, The Ass. Yeah, man, fucking fire. Now we have Desire. This album came out in 2007. Actually, my favorite Pharoah Monch album to date. You know what I'm saying? Pretty dope record. Hold On, so good. Body Bay was pretty good. Yeah, I fucking love it. Let me see how much I'm. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to come all the way up to Nas and shit. We got Monica with fucking Miss Things. The album came out in 1995. Fucking fire album, in my opinion. You know, just known for songs like Don't Take It Personal, With You, Tell Me If You Still Care, her cover of the SOS band. Yeah, this was a pretty dope record.